Hi everyone, Dr. Z here. So I wanted to comment here briefly and share with you another great book that I have read. Again, this is not a promotional, but then inevitably it is of course a promotional because I'm speaking highly about this book. But it's not a promotional in the sense that I'm not benefiting if you're going to buy this book. I'm not going to get a commission. It's not an affiliate program. I just read something that I thought was really great, and I think that's really going to benefit a lot of you. The book I'm talking about is Top to Bottom by Finn Gratton. Now, Finn is a trans-identified guy who is living in UK, and I'm actually going to interview Finn for my channel, as well as later I'm going to interview him about the book because I found the book so incredibly invaluable. So as you can see, I have a lot of post-its here because I plan to interview him, so I plan to ask him a lot about this book. So let me tell you a little bit about why I think this book is so amazingly good. This book is primarily for trans masculine identified individuals. It's for anybody who is actually seeking or interested in bottom surgery, specifically phalloplasty. Now, there's not a lot of books out there about phalloplasty experiences. In fact, I don't know a single book out there that details, the way Finn details, the experience of going through phalloplasty, each stage of the process, the dysphoria he experienced prior to, the decisions that led to deciding to get phalloplasty, his concerns about phalloplasty, his concerns about what he read about the procedures, the potential complication about the procedure, as well as he details what happened to him, the sexual awakening he experienced, things he rediscovered about himself that he never thought were actually going to happen. And what I love about this book is that the entire book is focused on his penis. Yes, the whole book is focused on his penis. And that's one of the best things about it, is that he actually devoted the entire book to talking about the whole experience in detail, which is great because for a lot of people out there who are interested in phalloplasty, there's not a lot of material out there. There's a lot of scary stories out there of complications, things going wrong. And then there's a lot of success stories, but not really so much anything else. So in other words, there's no detailed account of anybody really talking about what the process was like. And what I love especially about Finn's writing is he has a very psychological way of looking at the whole process. In fact, I would call Finn a psychologist because he's able to really see how dysphoria is shifts and modifies and changes as he went through the process, how his sexuality reawakens. He really looks throughout the whole experience from a psychological perspective, which I think is going to be very beneficial to a lot of you. So if you're out there and you have been considering phalloplasty and you've been holding back because you are really scared, because it is, let's be honest, it is an incredibly complicated procedure. It is number one most complicated procedure in terms of potential complications out of the whole spectrum of gender surgeries. So it's not only very complicated, but the complications can be very serious. So as a result, a lot of people are very hesitant to get this procedure. Number two, there's not a lot of materials out there talking about going through procedure and what that was like and what the experience was like. So if you're thinking again about this procedure and fear is holding you back, or you're just not sure what the process is like and you can't really find really good source, I highly recommend this book. You can get this book easily on Amazon. Finn also has a YouTube channel. He has a really good YouTube channel where he's very open and transparent about his experience, and he's very just open about, he's pretty much open book about his life, which is very rare. I don't think it's very rare on social media. Let me correct myself, but I think it's very rare to talk so openly about your gender affirming surgical experience, especially when it involves bottom surgery. So I highly recommend this book. Again, Finn is going to be on my channel. I'm going to interview him about his life story, and then there's going to be a separate interview talking a little bit more about this book and a little bit more details about this book. So you can either hold off, or if you're interested, again, highly recommend. So that's about it. Hopefully this was helpful for those of you who are been thinking about this type of surgery. Really good book. Highly recommend. Bye guys.